Hello everyone, Auvbri here, and welcome back to another speed build in The Sims 4. Today we are doing the 5x5 house, and this was a really fun house to do. It was a challenge, and just because you don't have that much space to build on, and I just had really fun doing this house. It was quite a challenge, and I think it turned out pretty amazing. And there's only so much that you can do with a 5x5. I feel like, the decoration wise, but I feel like this turned out to be a very nice modern looking house. It's small. Again, only 5x5, but you have all the rooms that you need. There's a kitchen with a little seating area for you to eat your dinner, and we have a bathroom with all the necessary things that you would need in a bathroom. So we have a toilet and a shower, a sink, and yeah, that's pretty much it. At the moment, the subscriber count is just going ballistics. I mean, like in the last 2 weeks, I think it went from 7,000 to like, what is it now? Like 7,500 and something. That's freaking insane. Thank you so much for that. I know I haven't been uploading that much lately, and the reason for that is a combination of two things. I have been a lot in school, and we have a lot of homework and just stuff to do with that. So coming home and doing this on top of that, because I want to keep my grades good, it became a bit too much for me. So I decided to take a little, I'm not gonna call it a break, but just take a little step back from YouTube just for a little while to just, gather all of my energy again, and so I could recharge and do videos again. I have been missing it, but I needed to focus on my studies because as of now I cannot live doing YouTube, and for the moment I don't see that as a career choice for me. It's a very nice hobby and I love doing it, but I want to be a chef, and for that I need the education and the work. So I know lately it has been a bit stumpy with content. I'm super sorry about that, and I will try to do better, but I just wanted to explain myself why the content have been a bit scarce for the last 2 weeks. I do believe it's 2 weeks since I uploaded last time, which seems like a crazy long amount of time, and I'm super sorry about that. Yeah. So let's just jump into the video here again, now that you know all of the bits and bumps about what's going on in my life. So we have done the bathroom. I know that I could have made the bathroom a bit smaller, but I wanted it to be still super modern like the rest of the house. So we kind of build with this modern interior in mind. And for that to kind of translate over to the bathroom, I needed the bathroom to have a certain size. And I think we accomplished that by having it kind of tucked away underneath the staircase, kind of being an oddly shaped bathroom, but it kind of works, and I'm super happy about how it turned out. So you walk right into the kitchen through the front door here, and it's not a big kitchen because it's not a very big house, obviously. And we have the little seating area. We can kind of sit down and eat whatever you do. So I have my trusty builder simmer here. I have actually no idea what her name is. And I've been building with her for like the past 50 or 70 houses or something. I just call her Build-A-Sim, and I also believe that's what my save file is called, Build-A-Sim. But yeah, just putting in a lot of decorations here. Because this space is so small, I feel like you notice a lot when there is an empty wall. So I try to fill out the walls with stuff that actually that I felt like would be there and still have like this modern edge to it. So we do something with these kind of, I'm not sure what they are, screen thingies, and I'm working a lot with blues and red in this build. For some reason that just kind of worked for me. Oh yeah, I can just talk about a bit about what I'm working on at the moment. So here in Denmark we have this very famous place called Nyhavn, or in English called New Harbor, which is a place in Copenhagen where there's like crazy amounts of buildings with crazy colors and a lot of different restaurants, and it's like a crazy busy place, especially in the summer where there's so many tourists and just general people there, because there's like ferry boats that can take you all around, you know, the small canals in Copenhagen, and you can see Copenhagen, and it's a beautiful place, and I am working on creating that in The Sims 4. Not the whole part of Nyhavn, but just a small bit of it, so you can kind of get the feel of what it looks like here in Denmark. And there is one side of the harbor which is actually a bit more famous, just because it has like of these crazy looking buildings, like really crazy colors. Some of them are orange and pink, and I'm not even kidding. If you Google Nyhavn, that's Nyhavn, you can see what I'm talking about, and that's what I'm trying to recreate in The Sims 4. Only a small part of it, but I think it's gonna turn out pretty awesome. So just a little heads up of what I'm doing in the future. So you're gonna see a lot of testing here, because I wanted every single thing to work. And we created, so up here, this is kind of a mix between a bedroom and the living room, just because I could not actually, I could have separated them by a wall, but that would just have minimized the space, and I wanted to maximize as much space as possible, and this was just the best way to do that. And then we had like this little area behind the staircase where I couldn't really do anything, so I decided to put in a fake walk-in closet, like just a small one, just to kind of feel or make the place a bit more modern, and make it feel a bit more sophisticated. I don't know, it just looked good, and I felt like it belonged there. And of course some mirrors behind the staircase to open up the room. There's something about mirrors that really opens up the room. So outside here, I really wanted to continue the blue outside. I don't know, for some reason I find it really easy to build with blue in The Sims 4. Just blue, red and yellow. There's so many things that goes with those three colors, and especially when we don't have the color wheel, that's kind of my go-to color. I try to mix it up ever so often, but when in doubt, I can always go with those three colors. So that's what I decided to do outside here. So a mix between this blue, this white, and this exposed brick I thought looked really, really awesome, especially with the wide windows as well. So I decided to create these little shaders with the blue walls, and then kind of work off of that. Just because this is a 5x5 house, I can only add stuff to it for decoration purpose, but I cannot add layers, so it's actually not going to be a 5x5 house, which was actually quite a challenge, but this build didn't take that long. It's only like, I don't know, an hour or something. It was a fairly quick build, and I really enjoyed myself. This was a great build for me to come back into the game with, and just creating a little walk up to the house here. So I'm not actually going to do anything particular special with the backyard. We're gonna have a fire, or like a little fireplace where they can sit, and that's kind of it. I put a lot of trees, and I decorated really beautiful, so it kind of looks like, but I wanted the house to be the star here, and I feel like I did that, and I accomplished that with the way that I did the outside. So it looks a bit untamed, but still really fits well into the to the house, and just it looks manicured, but in an untamed way, if that makes any sense. So we kind of have like these rocks and ferns all around, and then we have like these straight lines of flower beds, and I really do love that. I think that looks cool. Just creating a little space here for trash cans, because that's a thing some people have, and I thought that was a cool idea. Just instead of just having a trash can standing by the side of the road, then have like a little room for them, just to kind of, get them out of the way, kind of shield them a bit from the outside. Because let's face it, trash cans are not the most beautiful thing in the world that you want to see. But yeah, just playing around with some trees here. I tried to kind of fill out the space without having it looking too cluttered. And there is a huge part to expand the house and to add stuff in the backyard. If that's what you want to do, you can definitely do that. But this build was a 5x5, and by all means do expand it if you decide to play with it. You can get it off the gallery free of charge, of course, and should be no problem. Just don't re-upload it. That would really suck. Yeah, just working on the last bits on the back here. I thought it looked a bit bare, so I kind of added some stuff just to kind of give it that oomph that the rest of the house have, and I'm actually really super happy about how it turned out. And then I thought about closing in those sides where I have like these wall separators, but I was like, no, does not work for me. Yeah, that's just kind of it. Just working on the last bit here. We kind of have like this little fireplace. I can't remember what it's called actually. Not fireplace. Oh, you guys know what I mean. And just some seating areas for some comfy nights. And here we have these screenshots. I am super happy about how this turned out. And you can see there's some toast on the floor because my sim decided to cook some toast right before I needed to take the screenshots. So I was like, get the hell out of the house so I can take some screenshots of this house. So yeah, that's what we have. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to everybody who subscribes. I'm super happy about that, and it makes me super happy to know that you guys want to see what I create. I'm gonna do better with the uploads. I feel like I have more time now, but anyways, thank you so much for watching. Remember, you can download it off the gallery, search Auvbri, should be able to find it, and there's nothing else for me to say. I hope you have a fantastic day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you next time for another video. And yeah, remember to subscribe and like. But bye!